Hello traders, welcome to the platform Selector. So in this video, I will be covering what is a trailing drawdown and how can you avoid this in all kind of platforms and why it is the worst drawdown. So without further ado, let's get started. So before knowing what is a trailing drawdown, we should know about the drawdown. What is a drawdown? So it simply means if you have $100,000 account and you lost $1,000 there. So it simply means you lost 1% on that account. Now you are in 1% of the drawdown. Okay, it simply means this. So if you have any account and you lost 50% of the account, so it simply means you are in 50% drawdown. Okay, so it simply means the loss is equal to your drawdown. Okay, but not that type of thing, and I will tell you how it is different from the loss. Okay, so this is the drawdown, and there are three types of drawdown in prop firms. Firstly, we have equity based drawdown. Secondly, we have balance based drawdown, and third, we have trailing drawdown. Now trailing drawdown is the one of the worst drawdown. Okay, why it is I will tell you later. And if you don't know about equity based drawdown and balance based drawdown, you should watch this video here. So firstly, we need to really understand what is a simple drawdown in prop firms. So let's say you have a $100,000 account and the prop firm says you cannot lose more than 10% on that account. So it simply means whenever you touch $90,000, you are going to receive an email from them that you violated your account. Okay, so it simply means you cannot lose 10% on that account. Okay, it is a maximum limit in that account. So $100,000 account minus 10% is $90,000. So this is your overall limit of losing. Okay, so this is called the overall drawdown. So now in this case, if you make something around 10% on that account, okay, now you are in positive. So if you make something on that account like 10% on that account, so you are in positive in that account. By this case, you have 10% buffer, like $10,000 in profit. So it doesn't matter. If you make, even if you double your account, it doesn't matter. Your drawdown is built simply that $90,000. Okay, suppose if you flip your account to $200,000 from $100,000, still you have the same drawdown of $90,000. Means you can just lose entire account, but you just don't need to touch that limit. Okay, so this is the simple drawdown that is very good for you, and many firms are providing this kind of drawdown, which is equity based drawdown and balance based drawdown. And believe me, balance based drawdown is one of the best drawdown, and I have already told you about this drawdown, why it is good in my previous video. So let's talk about the trailing drawdown. Okay, so here the scenario is totally different from the simple drawdown. Okay, why it is? So let's say you have $100,000 account and you make something on that. So suppose you have $100,000 account. So mostly there are some prop firms like Blue Guardian which says you cannot lose more than 6%. So in many prop firms, if you have trailing drawdown, you cannot lose more than 6%. Okay, so there is a maximum limit of 6%, which is simply $94,000. If you have $100,000 account, you cannot touch that limit. Okay, you cannot go beyond $94,000 loss. Okay, so this is the thing. Now if you make something on that account, suppose you make $6,000 on that account. Okay, so suppose after making $6,000, your initial balance is increased by 6%, but there is a problem. Once you make 6% profit, they are going to increase your drawdown. Okay, means it is not calculated from your initial balance, it is calculated as your current balance. If you have like $106,000, okay, so now it is calculated as $106,000, not by $100,000. So what they will do, they will simply increase your drawdown from $94,000 to $99,000. Now there is a problem. If you have a trailing drawdown, you cannot withdraw your all profits. Okay, because once you withdraw all your profits, they are going to breach your account. Why? Because you have left something that you already withdraw. So here's the problem. Okay, so really, how can you avoid this type of drawdown? Like trailing drawdown is the worst drawdown, that's why I said. So there is a thing which can help you to avoid this type of drawdown. Okay, so whenever you have this kind of drawdown, like in Blue Guardian, the same thing. Blue Guardian is known for its trailing drawdown, but it is not that bad as you're thinking. Suppose if you have $100,000 account, so there is a limit. If you make 6% of profit on that account, then they will increase the drawdown by 5%. This is called trailing drawdown. Okay, so if you want to avoid this, just don't make 6% on that account. Okay, it simply means if you want to be consistent in that case, so you just need to make 3 to 4% in account and just withdraw that, again make the same thing and withdraw that, do the same thing again and again, but never ever try to make 6% on that account. Because once you make 6% on that account, they will increase your overall drawdown. Okay, they will increase that drawdown to $94,000, to simply $99,000, which is not a good thing to do. And we can see trailing drawdown all around the prop firms, and there are some futures prop firm which are very popular. Every future prop firm has trailing drawdown. This is the worst case scenario. Okay, like if you know any kind of futures prop firm which is like top step, which is very good prop firm, even top step has a trailing drawdown. Okay, so it simply means you cannot make a lot of profit on that. Once you make the profit, you cannot withdraw that because they increased their overall drawdown. Okay, there is a prop firm funding pips, you know about it. Okay, you already know about funding pips, which is very popular prop firm, and funding pips never denied a single payout of any guy. Okay, so it is very legit prop firm. So funding pips is going to launch its new prop firm, which is funding ticks. Okay, so as we know, we calculate pips in forex, but if we want to calculate profits in fund futures platform, then we need to look for the ticks. Okay, so simply they are going to launch funding ticks. So there is a thing in this platform, you are not going to have any kind of trailing drawdown. Okay, so if you want to avoid this trailing drawdown, just don't purchase those platform which has trailing drawdown. But if you see any kind of good offer, then you can purchase, but don't make 6% or 7%, and must read their FAQs, because in FAQs they already have mentioned every single thing. So if you want further updates, must subscribe this channel, and don't forget to follow us on the social medias. Okay, so that's it for the video, that's it for the trailing drawdown. So till then, take care and goodbye.